Alright, as I mentioned in my video last night, featuring a new game called Xordle, which if you have not investigated that video, you should. It's a very interesting game. Brand new Wordle variant. I am cutting back on my daily videos. I will still put out 3 daily videos, unless I get protests of people saying, no, don't put out daily videos, but I don't know why I'd get that. I will still be doing Wordle shorts and Dr. Hoodle shorts, and then I will be doing another slightly longer daily video, but it will not be so many games. I will do 2 games a day in addition to Wordle and Dr. Hoodle. So I am asking my viewers to let me know which word games or related Wordle variant type games they would most like to see me play, and which ones they would be fine with me eliminating, so that I can make a reasonable rotation and make sure that people get to see the videos they want to see, but I also get to sleep. Because these videos take a lot longer to make than you might think, and in fact sometimes I don't even realize how long I've been spending until I look at the clock and I realize I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep again tonight. It's not enough. It's not sustainable. So, in the interests of maintaining my own mental and physical health, and being able to also do work and schoolwork and, like occasionally pay attention to my children, I must cut back. I so enjoy making those videos. I so enjoy solving the puzzles. I really do. I'm sad to do this, but I realized today that it's just become unsustainable. So let me know which games you like, which games you don't like, which games you want to see often, which games you'd be okay with seeing less often, and I will build myself some kind of a rotation that takes as much of that into account as I can. See how tired I am? I can't even form a sentence. Also, I preemptively announced that I had reached 100 subscribers in my video yesterday. I have 96 as of this recording. What happened was I had 95, and then when I went to start editing the video, actually while I was editing the video, I looked at my channel and I had 102. And I was like, oh my gosh, I made it. I have 102. You saw it. There was a screenshot. I had 102. And then a few hours after that, I looked again and I had 96. So I don't know where those 6 people went. I don't know if it was a YouTube glitch. I don't know if people unsubscribed. I don't know what happened. But I would like to get back to 100 because it was a very nice couple of hours and I had 102. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, if you would be so kind, I would be ecstatic. And I am planning a special 100 subscribers video where I do custom submissions from my viewers. So if you would like to make a Wordle for me to solve, you can do that thanks to the Asylum's amazing app called Wordleator. And I will be posting links in the description to where you can create the custom word, anywhere from 2 to 15 letters, and how you can submit that to me to go into a video. And I will not be releasing that video until I'm sure I have 100 subscribers, but I will be recording it on Saturday, May 14th, so get your subscriptions. No, get your submissions in before then. And now, today I'm going to play Xordle and Warmle. So, here we go. Chaff. Ooh, good word. I like that word. Let's see. We are solving, in case you are not familiar with Xordle, we are solving 2 Wordle words on the same board, and it gives you information about all of the letters in both words. It does not tell you which letters belong to which word. All you know is that the words don't share any letters. And the yellow and green mean the same thing as they do in Wordle. So I like to start by, it usually gives you some information. In this case, it gave me 2 yellow letters. I like to get 5 new letters for my first guess here so that I can rule in or out a few more things. So I'm going to try snort. Ah, that was a good one. Okay. So I have placed an O. So one of the words has an O in the 3rd position. Among the 2 words are the letters C, N, F, R, and T in addition to that, but I don't know which words or where in those words those letters go with. So the next step, since I do have so many, is to try to maybe place some of them. And the word front is looking decent. I know it doesn't end in T, so I know front isn't right, but it looks like a really good way to place some letters. And it was. Now, I do not know that one of the words is FRO something. It could be that FR belonged to one word and the O belongs to the other word, or some variation on that. But at least I have placed 3 of the letters. Next, I'm thinking truck is a good good next guess because I know there is a C. Ah, very good. Okay, so there is a T. So one of the words starts with F and one of the words starts with T. There's a C in one of the words in the fourth position. I still have not placed N, or I still have not placed N, and I still have a few more letters to find because obviously there are not enough letters here to make two words out of because one of the words won't have a vowel, and I'm pretty sure most words need vowels. Just a lesson I've learned over time that most words do require vowels, especially 5-letter words. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get a bunch of new letters again. I'm seeing midge. I think midge is good. I really could get that E in there. Ooh, excellent. So one of the words ends in E. Still have not placed the N, so I'm wondering if it's third. Or it could start, it can't start with N because I've already got both first two letters. It can't have N fourth. It could have N fifth. It could end in N. One of the words could end in N. So C and E are probably in the same word. That's a reasonable ending set. There's no I. In fact, I've ruled out all the other vowels. It could also end in CY. I don't know what the other ending letter is. But I still need another vowel, so there's very possible as well that that there are like two E's. It could be like something like that. I mean, that's not a word, but something in that pattern, you know, like that. But I don't know what goes between the E's because it isn't R, N, or C. Well, blown. That tests the position of the N. It doesn't end in N either. There's no B or L or W. This is very strange. Okay, so the N has to be third. So E-N-C-E, I bet. Fence. Fence has to, yeah, fence. It was basically all that was left. So now once you get one of the words, since the words can't share letters, it grays out the letters in the word that you found. So you see that I only have TR and O now. So this second word starts with TRO and uses otherwise letters I have not used. So my hunch is troop, and that is right. Fence troop. And now Warmle. Warmle's by the same developer. I tend to play them together because I don't know, makes sense, right? And in Warmle, we are guessing words based on the letter's relative position in the alphabet, not in the word. So I don't care. This yellow L doesn't mean the L belongs somewhere else in the word. And in fact, it always starts you off with a nonsense word. In this case, Alzex. I don't know why. But in this case, it's saying, okay, the second letter is within 3 letters of L in the alphabet. So what I'm going to do is type an X here so it'll show me the second position. So it's not L, but it is I, J, K, M, N, or O, because those are the letters that are within 3 of L in the English alphabet. Now, if you are not a native English speaker and are not used to the English alphabet, this is very helpful. And some of us who are very tired and have trouble remembering the order of the English alphabet, this is very helpful as well. So basically, there's no point in trying to use a letter that isn't one of these 6 yellow letters on the keyboard. And then if it's gray, it means that the letter that belongs in that position is more than 3 away from the letter that you have here. Now, being more than 3 away from A or Z isn't very hard, but when you've got a more central letter, it can be very helpful. So I'm going to go central, and I'm going to, so there are 2 vowels within 3 of L. There's O and I, so I'm going to try the O. So then what happens is, if it's not O, if O is gray, then I know it has to be I, J, or K. There's no other option. If O is yellow, then it's narrowed down to M, N, P, Q, R. But I know it can't be P, Q, R because those are not within 3 of L, so it's actually limited to just M and N. So either way, guessing O can be extremely helpful. If I guessed I, and it was gray, it would be limited to M and O still. If I guessed I and it was yellow, it would be limited to J or K. So either way, I'm narrowing it down pretty quickly. But I'm going to try the O first. Now, here again, Z is as far from everything as it can be. All I know is it's not W, X, or Y. So I'm actually going to try Mama. Now, I was going to try Mommy, but X is next to Y, and so that X would have been yellow if it ended in Y. So I'm going to try Mama. Ooh, that was a very good hunch. So M and O are correct. Green means correct. Don't move. M is M-O. Now, the other 3 are gray, which means I now am not anywhere from J to P or W to Z. So it's starting to narrow it down. I'm going to try MOU. That seems pretty reasonable. SE. How about mouse? And it is mouse. What I have found about this game is it gets narrowed down really quickly because it doesn't seem like a lot. A range of 3 letters. I mean, it's a 7-letter sort of umbrella. It seems like a fairly large range, but because it narrows it down so quickly, and because once, like, I guess Z and then M, and it was not 3 away from either one, suddenly my range is very, very narrow. And if you get into the right side of the letter, you suddenly don't have very many options. And the interesting thing about doing the 3 away is, if you notice, the vowels are all more than 3 apart. So if it's A, it can't be E. If A is yellow, it can't be E. If E is yellow, it can't be A or I. If I is yellow, it can't be E or O. They're all far enough apart that often you have only one option for a vowel, and if you can rule that one out, you know a consonant goes there, and that can really limit your options really, really quickly. So I did get a little lucky, but I think it was an educated guess, and I did not expect mouse to be correct, but it was. So huzzah, huzzah. So that's it, just the 2 games. So I will have some time to get some work done and attend to all the other things that have to be attended to in my house because I have 4 children. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here with me.